certain phrasing like the devil's in the details. Okay. So now let's talk about that. Do you know that originally that was actually God is in the details? Okay. So we're talking about a nebulous sort of thinking. I'll explain what I mean. So their belief system is we have a direct personal God. We can directly, he's not impersonal, right? That's a big distinction between how we view God and how they view God. Because their description of God is kind of similar with the exception of you can't identify the God, right? Like it's nebulous. It's the all that permeates and penetrates all things. That's kind of how their description is, right? But it's not a personal God. There's no definition of what that means. So that is kind of like having a GPS without an actual location to get to. My point being, they'll use words to cast these spells, and a good example is the devil's in the details. Originally, it was called God is in the details. And what was meant by that, if you have belief in God, that's a true statement because like if you're like philosophically thinking, well, why can I do this? And you start kind of looking, you'll eventually get to the transcendental argument where you have to explain where does logic come from? Why can I assess information? Why can I even understand what man was saying? Like that's not a normal thing. Where does this come from? And for us, that's a good example to say rationally, there's God, right? Mm-hmm. So that will lead you to God because that's where the details are. If you want to waste your time trying to get all the details and collect them to like figure things out, if you just keep going, you'll end at God. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The reverse is true if you don't believe in a personal God. This is the beginning of the trap. Now, the devil's in the details is also true in a different way because what happens? You get into the details, you get into an argument with someone about what is a man, what is a woman, and you start going on nonsense. And forever, you're sitting here trying to convince someone that they don't have a belief system. Their belief system is nebulous. It changes by the minute.
Yes.
So what are you doing? You're stuck in the details. You're trying to explain chromosomes and like things that are obvious, right?
Right.
So that is how their philosophy works.